Next Roulette made her own version of a Mad Hatter's hat, so take a look at that as she reads or actually articulates her definition of madness for both the crazy and the sane. Please welcome Donna, Dechen, Birdwell.
Sorry, I gotta have something to put this on.
Do you want that, or you
No, this is good.
Okay.
Perfect. Are you mad? She demanded. Have you completely lost it? Hello? I listened carefully. I'd always wondered exactly what this thing we call madness might really be. Maybe she would explain it to me. I was increasingly convinced that either I or everyone else was hopelessly mad, although I couldn't tell which it was. Maybe if I had a better understanding of madness, I'd be able to decide. I'd done some research. The word mad occurs in the dictionary between the words macule and Madagascar. A macule, or macle, is a printer's term, referring to a spot, especially a blurred or double impression, caused by a slipping of the type or a wrinkle in the paper. I thought this might be a clue. Madagascar, of course, formerly Malagasy Republic, is a large island off the southeastern coast of the African continent. And I knew from my anthropological studies that it was home to a collection of rather prehistoric primates long since extinct on the continent, where monkeys and apes evolved and prevailed. Madagascar has no monkeys or apes, except for Homo sapiens, an invasive species. It does have dozens of species of lemurs, as well as the exceptional shifaka, which moves by means of sidewise leaping. I thought this could be a clue as well. To be mad, I thought, is like being caught somewhere between a blurred line on wrinkled paper and a sidewise leaping primate. Etymologically, the word itself, mad, derives from the Old English gemeda, meaning out of one's mind. This evolved in Middle English into a meaning of being beside oneself. As a student of Buddhist meditation, I find this intriguing. One of the goals of meditation is to be able to observe dispassionately and objectively one's own thoughts and feelings. In other words, I suppose we could say, to take up a position outside of one's mind, as it were, beside oneself, as opposed to remaining hopelessly embedded and ensnared in one's own thoughts and emotions. Interesting. Is that madness? Apparently so. To be mad can also imply anger, although I don't think that's what my friend meant. I knew her usual term for that was pissed off. It's true that anger can drive one mad, also other people. Then there's the question of rabies and rabid, mad dogs, which brings up the altogether puzzling question of mad dogs, Englishmen, and midday sun, which, to be perfectly frank, the English have very little experience of. There is something I recall also about being far from the madding crowd, which often sounds enticing, and some seductive notion of a kind of madness that is liberating and wild and impetuous. Hello, she said again, you've really lost it this time, gone off the deep end, gone round the bend, mad as a hatter. Do you know why hatters are mad? I asked. It's because of the mercury they use in the production of the felt for the hats. Mercury poisoning, I said. She shook her head in despair. You're mad. You're absolutely stark, raving mad. Did you know that the term stark, raving mad first appeared in Henry Fielding's The Intriguing Chambermaid in 1734? But yes, I said at last. I sighed deeply. Yes, I believe I am mad. Would you care to join me?
Oh,